Blessings, friends. It's Maya here with an astro update. Venus, the planet of love, harmony, beauty, relationships, and aesthetics, and money, is officially in her retrograde period from July 22nd until September 3rd in the sign of Leo. Venus typically retrogrades every 18 months, signaling a reevaluation in the areas of love, beauty, and relationships, in addition to slowing down in a specific area of our life, depending on what house she's transiting through in our natal chart. Venus will also be making her way from an evening star to a morning star this August. What are the basic do's and don'ts of a Venus retrograde? All recommendations, of course. Everyone can do and live by their own will. Just keep in mind retrogrades are like tides of the ocean. It's much easier to launch and move forward with things when the tide is going out compared to when the tide is coming in. Venus retrograde don'ts. Don't buy expensive clothes, decor, jewelry, or personal items. Oftentimes, once Venus goes direct, we end up changing our mind about these pieces, or something could be wrong with them. Don't spend a lot of money. Venus rules money. When she's retrograde, we may not be making the best financial decisions. Don't start a new relationships. Oftentimes, when Venus is in retrograde, we're not thinking straight when it comes to love choices. Don't start a new business or launch a new product or project. When Venus is in retrograde, the ruler of money and relationships, she's not there to support us in these financial and relationship business endeavors, and thus they're most likely to have a shorter shelf life. Don't renovate one's house or move house. Venus rules beauty and love, so whenever we're making choices associated with aesthetics with Venus in retrograde, we might not be happy with the outcome. Don't get a new haircut or hair color, etc. Venus rules beauty. When she's in retrograde, we might make beauty choices that can go unexpectedly, or we may change our mind once she goes direct. It's recommended not to have plastic surgery. Venus rules beauty and aesthetics, so having surgery when she's in retrograde, the outcome of the surgery may not be as expected. And don't make major decisions in general or major decisions in love. When Venus is in retrograde, we're not always thinking clearly. I will preface here by saying there are some exceptions, of course, to these rules. So, for instance, it's recommended to not start a new relationship with Venus in retrograde, but if you have met this person before, it's okay. But if someone is like brand new, it's really recommended not to. Also, for instance, with moving house, if you want something short term that's not going to last for a while, doing it during Venus retrograde could work out for you. But if you wanted something long term, it might not. Same thing with haircuts or hair colors. Doing something that you've done before previously or you thought about doing before the retrograde is okay, but if you think of something completely brand new or an idea of what hair color or cut you want to get while Venus in retrograde, something you've never done before, then it's recommended not to. So those are just kind of a little preface there. Venus retrograde do's. Do thrift and find amazing bargain deals. When Venus is in retrograde, other people may be offering their nicer pieces of furniture, etc. at a much lower price than usual. Do reevaluate your finances. When Venus is in retrograde, the ruler of love, beauty, and money, is a great time to reassess our finances and regain a better structure. Do reevaluate relationships. Venus, the ruler of love and relationships, when retrograde, we may reassess and shift some of our values in love. It's a great time for deep talks of deeper authenticity or to release relationships that no longer serve us. Do couples therapy. Do relaunch a previous course, class, or offering. Notice I said previous, so when Venus in retrograde, it's a great time to revisit things of the past and partake in them. Do reconnect with old friends. Venus, the ruler of relationships in retrograde, may bring back friends and lovers from the past. Retrogrades are not something to fear. As astrology has become more popularized over the years, people tend to think it's when things go wrong in our life, which it does have its pros and cons, but taking a balanced approach, retrogrades of any planet are simply moments in time within sky portals where it's most beneficial for us to reassess, reevaluate, and redirect our energy in the specific area of our life and natal chart house in which it's occurring. Retrogrades are here to help keep us on our most authentic life's path and journey. The planetary bodies can shake things up and bring awareness to shadow aspects that need deeper integration or awareness in terms of our own archetypal shadows. When we flow with and know how to work with the retrogrades over time, the lessons become more apparent and we can prepare ourselves for any road bumps ahead by using astrology and looking at our specific natal chart placements and transits to navigate the tides to the best of our ability. Are you interested in your own personal natal chart reading? If so, message me for more details. All I need is your email, birth time, place, and date. Sending lots of love and Venus retrograde blessings to you all.